It's one of the happiest moments for any football fan. A new season is officially underway. Returning it from the 4. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10.
18 rattle. Here we go. Shot. 65. Cougar 19. Ready.
Play action. Sanders. And his first stop ring of the game winds up incomplete. Well, not surprising that his reputation preceded him here, Brock. They got double coverage on him to try and slow him down.
Yeah, that's what you get. When you're this good and you're this talented, you're going to get the attention, especially early in the game. Now, what kind of adjustments can he make offensively?
And again here, Sanders. He puts some air under it, deep down the middle. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. So they're left facing 3rd and long. Went for that big shot. They wanted to get that highlight the first time they touched the football.
Now, this group likes to be aggressive, and early incompletion's not going to deter them. Sharpshooters, they don't stop shooting threes because of one brick, and they won't stop pushing this ball down the field either.
Now this opening drive not going anywhere yet. Already 3rd and 10.
Here we go. Ready.
Throw here, 3rd down. That is once again incomplete, and consecutive incompletions have now pushed them to 4th down. Tampa Bay in punt formation now. And no doubt he wants to get his season started with a good one here. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. First call here coming from the shotgun.
Come on. Hit. Cowboy 80. Cougar 19. Viking 18.
Off the play fake, he'll throw. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. So that brings up 2nd down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
He's trying to push the field. And a little bit of big completion, Brock, if not for that meddling defender who knocked it away. It sets up 3rd down. Yeah, and I'm just going to assume, Brock, we're going to see a more aggressive defense here after the amount of points these guys gave up last week.
Yeah, that performance was not up to standard, but this looks a whole lot more like an attacking the pass. Not just playing the defense, but go knock the ball away.
Caught, nice game left side. And they're finally able to get to him and touch him down, but damage already done as they pick up that 1st down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Bronco 80.
Motioning the tight end now.
Let's go.
They are throwing it again. Complete. It's Bijan Robinson. And they bring him to a halt right at that midfield stripe. Benjamin Morrison coming up to make that tackle.
It may not look like much on the stat sheet. This is kind of good on good. An offense gets a completion, not going backwards. And the defense, well, they rallied, they pursued, and kept that screen to a minimal gain.
Ready.
Still sticking with the passing game. And this one's not going to connect. Knocked away, and that failure to connect, Brock, means it's 3rd down.
That's a throw at this level. With so much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. It'd be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
Viking 18. 79 Broncos.
To the air on 3rd and long. Forced out to his right. And downfield, and he finds London. And they're A step before the 30. You're right at the 31. So 20 yards on that play. And that's going to bring up first down.
60, hot 70, hot 70. Ready.
From the gun, it's Robinson. Rob's by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
You want to see the term read and react to the little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
Here we go.
2nd and 10. Here he is to throw. His running back hauls it in deep right. And in he goes for the touchdown. The Golden Eagles have a great first drive and get the game's first points. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. That one splits the uprights. And the Golden Eagles take a 7-0 lead as he starts this year 1-for-1. Following the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition has in store. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down.
On the ready.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Sanders. It's made by Bucky Irving. And this is going to be out of bounds. Defense catches up to him near that 45. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs. What a jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line.
Come on.
To the air on 1st down. Sanders has him on the quick hitter. Still has some space inside the 35. And out of bounds he goes on that big pickup. They're inside the red zone now. They're going to move the chains after a big play. 39 yards.
Speed kills, baby. You better make that tackle right away on these receivers or you're going to get some serious yak. Those yards after catch just like that. Take it a short gain and turn it into an explosive play.
Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got 1st and 10 from the red zone. Irving here from the gun. And he's brought down after a great gain. That's going to set out 1st and goal.
To play running back in this league, well, you've got to have tremendous vision. We saw it twice. Once to find the lane upfield, and then to get to space and break off some extra yards.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal.
Let's go.
Line up the design keeper. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Buccaneers making a 1-point game. Now they'll try to knock the extra point through. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Buccaneers tie it up as he nails his first try of the season. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Return coming from the 6. This makes it up to the 25. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And that's an 8-yard chunk to start this one. That brings up 2nd and 2.
That is just a great drive start. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable 2nd down.
Last run got him 9, so now they need one more here on 2nd down.
Here we go.
Looking to throw here. He's going to loft one deep to the left. Really pushing the envelope on 2nd down, but the deep shot doesn't work.
That's a pretty cool look right there of the kind of coverage you're going to see when you play man-to-man. On that down and distance, you've got to be sharp on the outside. That DB certainly was.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Complete beyond the bunker. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Ready.
A toss snap to Robinson. He's descended upon quickly and dropped after it looks like a yard gain. Tackle made by Kalijah Cansey.
Yeah, that defense was flying to the ball. You see that outside toss. This is a pursuit drill that they work on over and over again. Get to that toss before it can really get started.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. Robinson on the inside give. We'll have a 4-yard gain on that one. He's taken down at the 44.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on third down, Kate. Take at least a little bite of the big meal between them and the first down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
Okay,
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4.
Buffalo at 2.
Here's a throw. Hits his running back. And they've got to him just a step or two before he can reach the 40 as he's sent out. First down from 41. Dropping back to throw. Finds his back. It's Robinson. And he's going to get this down inside the 30 before he's driven out. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that gives him the first.
Ready, break.
Here we go.
Pass play now. You look underneath here. Robinson. And they'll get him down right along the line. So no gain is how we'll end the opening quarter. We're through one quarter of this opening weekend of football. Scoreboard showing 7s on each side. More from Raymond James Stadium coming up after the break. Time to begin the second quarter, and we'll pick up with what's already been a lengthy possession. They're advancing it well as they face second down. Back now, pressure coming. Completed over the middle. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
From the red zone on first. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. And now it's second down. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know this. It's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't.
A close game is going to stay close, Brock, so long as plays like that are being made in big situations.
Yeah, in these tight games, you've got to have your defense making plays just like that in the red zone. Here we got a defender in particular coming through with a big hit to keep points off the board.
3rd and long for him here. And the catch is made for the touchdown. The Golden Eagles take a second quarter lead. Extra point attempt coming up. The point after splits the uprights. And the Golden Eagles break that tie and now lead by 7. And after they reach the end zone, they'll kick it off and turn things over to the defense. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10. They give to Irving to start this drive. And they'll stop him after he picks up 4 to begin this drive.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You can stick to the ground, you can throw beyond the sticks, and really create some indecision now defensively.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, here's Sanders. Throw left side, complete. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10.
Go, 79 Broncos. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
Operating from the gun. Here's Sanders. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go and let that pass rush get home.
Back to throw. Here's Sanders. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And they take him down, but there's a flag on the play. So a big self-inflicted error as that personal foul moves the ball forward quite a bit. 1st and 10 for him now, following the penalty.
Here we go, here we go. Come next.
Now Sanders. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And they are set up excellently. This is down to the 18. This play goes for 36. And that will be a Tampa Bay first down.
19 Tiger, 19 Warrior, 70, 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger.
Working inside the red zone. That's incomplete left side. No luck finding his receiver that time. And it sets up second down.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Stephanie! Viking, 18! Buffalo, 18!
Back to the air here on second. Sanders. Caught near the goal line. And he's going to take this to the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. That one right down the middle. And the Buccaneers tie things up at 14. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. All set to go now from the 35. 1st and 10, around to Robinson. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Takes the second down snap. Gonna let this one fly deep downfield. He's got it inside the 10. He will not score, but that does set him off, Brock, with 1st and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone.
First down, Rio de Janeiro.
Fullback trying to power it across. Not able to make a push for that goal line. He's hit for a loss back at the 3.
Brings up second and goal.
Back on second and goal. And they take this in for the score. The Golden Eagles take a second quarter lead. Now they'll try the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Golden Eagles break that tie and now lead by 7. Now after the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition can do. Return starts at the 3. Keeps away from 1. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. First call here coming from the shotgun.
19. Trap 60, 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Escapes the pocket. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And after one play of this drive, he might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for second down.
Rattler, 18 Rattler, go! 70.
Sanders back to throw. And this is lofted deep down the middle. Big gain downfield. And he has this to the opposing 35.
It's a gain of 52 yards. That's good for a first down. First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
They keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another first and 10. Here's Sanders now. Oh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Panther 11, Panther 11, 60 Eagles, 60, Buffalo 8.
Throwing again here, Sanders. They just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Ready, set.
So after that prior incompletion, it's third down.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick, ready. 65, ready.
Here he goes, third and long. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. Fourth down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw. A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
This one doesn't make the landing zone, so this drive's going to start at the 40. And this drive is going to have some great starting field position as a result of that short kick. From the 40-yard line now, this is first and 10.
Get up, go.
Back to throw. Chased out to his right. And he's down after getting this up to the 41.
The positive of that effort, he didn't go backwards, didn't have a negative play. If there was a negative, you didn't get a whole lot done with your legs. Got to be more efficient now with second down.
Throwing on seconds. Escapes the pocket.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock. You know what it's more like? It's more like an walk. Especially in a situation like that. It's a good thing you woke up to it. Able to make something out of nothing and at least keep it moving forward.
Third down give to Robinson. They sent him right up the gut, but he wasn't able to get anywhere. The defense braced for impact, and they made the stop. It's fourth down. Timeout taken by the Buccaneers. They're first. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Fourth down and inches, just too tempting to pass up. They're going to go for it.
Here we go, here we go.
And the QB keeps it on the sneak. And he will get the first as they touch him down. Timeout taken by the offense, their second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Let's go.
This time he's looking to throw. This is a heater going deep. He's got it deep downfield. Touchdown. The Golden Eagles grow their lead just before halftime. Looking to tack on the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Golden Eagles drive their lead to 11.
17.
They put a touchdown on the board, and now they'll send it away. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. And this drive will start inside the 25. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. First and 10.
Mustang 19.
Working out of the gun, Sanders. Over to Douglas on the sideline cut. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. One play in, Brock, and this drive is already into enemy territory.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Maverick, 1918. Kevin Byron, Rattler, 7 Pirates, 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Ready?
Sanders going to throw here on first. Lasers this one deep down the middle. Throws into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And the Golden Eagles take over as he records his 10th career INT. On the 40-yard line now. This is 1st and 10.
Get it. Let's go.
Throwing now out of the shotgun. Brought in right side. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. Offense up to the line fast.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Trying to throw this from the gun. Well, his first real mistake. That's intercepted. And the Buccaneers, they're going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception.
Their first pick of the game comes at an awfully big moment. Really just cancels out all the great work your defense did to give you that ball.
To the air on 1st down. Sanders. And that is incomplete. 8 seconds left now. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he is showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Well, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw in the coverage too many times, you get more interceptions.
Looking for his wide receiver there. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
Even the best of them can be hurried into a throw before they're ready, and that pressure just messed up all the timing, the rhythm, and the clock of the quarterback.
Back
to throw it. It's his running back. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. Just before halftime, we get a timeout. Take it. So from a mile away, they'll send out the field goal unit to take a shot at this one. It's a deep shot for him from that left hash. So we're through 2 quarters now, still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see what the first half adjustments of the season are as they're teed up, and away we go in our second half. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. All set to go now from the 35. Tight end going in motion here. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. This one's to right, out on the right side. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the first.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush your passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
60 Vikings, 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Trap 60, trap 60. Ready?
Throwing now on 3rd and 2. He has the first over the middle. And they make the tackle at the 38. Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10.
There you go. 19 Charger.
They'll go play action. Man downfield, and he finds London. And they're going to stop him, but he got enough to make it 1st and goal from the 8.
He just made a difficult throw to the outside look elementary, Kate, and that's not easy. The placement, excellent. And it helps set his target up to put some more yards on that stat sheet.
Offense in position now. It's 1st and goal.
18 Rattler. Panthers go.
Working inside the red zone. On the move, headed right. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown! The Golden Eagles grow the lead coming out of halftime. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. That one splits the uprights. And the Golden Eagles push their lead to 18. Following the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition has in store. Starting from the 5. He's got a lane up past the 30. Nice effort here. They're going to tackle him just shy of the 35. First down now, ball at the 33.
Mustang 19. Ready.
Out of the gun, here's Sanders. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
So early movement from the backfield, Brock. They jumped the gun a bit, and that brings out the flag. So tough to stay set when you've got defenders doing everything they can to make you jump, and, well, they got one of them to move that time. They're set back 5 by that false start. Now 15 yards to the marker. Operating from the gun, here's Sanders. This one's going to hit the ground, incomplete. He's looking for his running back there. Going to send him back to the drawing board now for second down.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, it kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit. Kate, you got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
He's going to loft this deep down the left sideline. Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's third down. Well, he already has himself one interception in his game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse, kind of sprinkle into your passing game, because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when one pick becomes 2, 2 becomes 3, and on and on.
Short pass brought in. And he'll be out of bounds at his own 45.
Awareness. You've got to be aware. Play caller, quarterback, receiver have to be aware of where the sticks are. That route just not enough, not deep enough to extend the drive and move the chains.
70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. 2. 19, 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
They'll go. It's Sanders. And they got home. Sacked him on 4th down. We've got a turnover on downs, and the defense takes over in plus territory.
Well, this one never had a chance. Between the pressure right there in his face and the coverage downfield, quarterback still should have at least thrown it up there and given somebody an opportunity to make a play.
Completes this one to Rice. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. That's good for a new set of downs.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
70 Timberwolves. Panther 11. Panther 11. Mustang 19.
They're going to throw out of the gun. Oh, they got it. Intercepted along the goal line. Benjamin Morrison comes up with it.
Well, they're in danger going back to somebody who's already done damage in this game. He makes himself, well, he's a top target, but he makes himself a priority for this defense to defend, and they jumped on that opportunity.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10.
18 Cardinal. 18 Kurt 19.
Working from his end zone. Throwing the out route complete. And they'll take him down here right at the 8-yard line.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
79 Broncos.
Here's Sanders now. What a hit! And the ball's loose! And it's picked up by the defense. And the nightmare continues as they bring the fumble back for a touchdown. The Golden Eagles capitalize on the turnover and add to their lead. That one right down the middle. The Golden continue piling onto this lead.
Buccaneers 17.
Still reeling a little after fumbling that away, but they're going to get it right back with this kickoff. And this one bounces into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback out to the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Offense showing trips outright as they get set for this 1st and 10.
Come on, come on. Ready.
They'll go play action for Sanders. He puts some air under it deep down the left. They connect on the deep shot. He has it all the way inside the opposing 40.
Look at the touch he put on that throw down the field. That was a masterpiece. He was the artist behind it, laying it in the perfect spot to create the big play.
This has been a trend. Yet another interception. Picked off by Billy Bowman. Into the red zone. And he's going to go in for the touchdown. He brings it back on the pick 6. Second time they've taken one back on him, Brock. First the fumble return, and now this pick 6.
You know, I point this out to you every defensive meeting room we're in, Kate, when we sit down in these production meetings, and you can see their goals, right? These defenses keep track, and they know if they get a score defensively, their odds of winning through the roof. You get 2, it's almost a certainty.
Fields this one at the 3. And he made a push for the 30-yard line before going out just a bit shy.
At their own 29-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun.
60 by 6. Let's go. Let's go.
Play action, Sanders. Right side, this is Ibuka. And he reaches the 35 before going out.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
19, Panther 60, 18, Trap 60, Trap 60, Buffalo 18.
Working out of the gun, Sanders. Nice game left side. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. So they'll head up here 1st and 10 from the 34. To throw now is Sanders. Buys time, rolling right. Completed to his running back. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26.
It's one thing to draw all these routes up when you're in the pocket. It's quite another when a play breaks down. Timing on routes change when you leave the pocket and scramble. What a great adjustment to still deliver a clean ball.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2.
Tag! Viking 18. Let's go.
He's going to throw it again. Pass is cut at the 9. It'll be 1st and goal. Stop is made at the 5-yard line.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
We've reached the end of 3 in our Week 1 opener. It's the Bucs who are going to have the football. This game has been an absolute nightmare for them. Breaking the huddle. Here's 1st and goal.
19.
Now Sanders. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. No luck finding his receiver that time. So now it'll be 2nd and goal.
Ready.
Here's a design run. And he's in for the touchdown. The Buccaneers making the scoreboard look a touch better. Just a great effort there from him, Brock, to take it upon himself, embrace the initiative, and turn that drive into 6.
You know, Kate, there was a day when you were watching Steve Young, Randall Cunningham, and that felt like a bonus touchdown. But but that's not today. It feels like every quarterback's got to be able to score, be a dual threat on the ground. It's part of an offense every single team relies upon.
The Bucs get lined up, and they will kick this away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
On the jump.
All set to go now from the 35.
Let's go.
Back to work after throwing the pick. He's going deep. Intercepted in the end zone. Benjamin Morrison comes up with it.
Well, Kate, that's far from the first time we've seen him throw into the wrong team, but this one was probably the most costly.
Cup 19.
The Bucs take over first and 10.
Cup 19 tight. 19, 18.
Sanders going to throw here on first. Forced out to his right. I mean, he's just going to huck this one into about row C there. And some lucky fan going to haul in a heck of a souvenir. They'll try again from the 20 after the incompletion.
Let's go.
Back to the air here on second. Sanders hits him on the out route. And he's going to be out of bounds just before reaching the 30.
I know I can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2.
Seven Pirates.
Throwing now on 3rd and 2. And the defender's there to knock this away, and that effort means it's 4th down.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and incomplete.
Now, can't blame him looking at that scoreboard, right? Might as well go for this on 4th down. Desperation time here. He finds him beyond the marker. He's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. Dose of the hurry up here.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Warriors 70.
On 1st down, here's Sanders. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play, and that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Cougar 19. Ready,
And he maybe got back to the line there, but no further. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 7-yard line.
Ready.
Out of the gun, here's Sanders. He's not going to be able to escape, and down he goes. Quickly, their chances at the end zone are running out, Brock. It's 3rd and goal.
This defense has been doing it all, not just with the takeaways, but the pressure and what that does and how hard it is to play the quarterback position when you're taking a beating like this.
18 Cardinals. Panther 60. Panther 60. Let's go.
3rd and long here for Sanders. Chased out to his right. And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal. Almost a completion of the wrong team there. So now they're left with 4th and goal.
Oh, that was such an opportunity lost. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points on the series. And instead, he just couldn't quite hang on.
And he's going to have the Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Man, Brock, that defense held up 3 straight plays. They just couldn't come up with the one final stop they needed to get off the field.
But how about this offense? Courage of the offense to run it back for one more snap and make the adjustments on 4th and goal to finally punch it in. Quite the mini little chess match we just saw play out over those last 4 plays.
Ooh, and he can't shake the defense. They track him down in the backfield, and this 2-point attempt fails. Bucs get lined up, and they will kick this away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. All set to go now from the 35.
Come on. Hit. 70.
Here's Robinson to start the drive. He cuts it to the right sideline. And that is a touchdown. The Golden Eagles keep adding to that fourth-quarter lead. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. Now they'll see if they can tack on one more. The point after splits the uprights. And the Golden Eagles grow their lead yet again. And after they reach the end zone, they'll kick it off and turn things over to the defense. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. First and 10.
Cup 19.
Off the play fake, he'll throw. This one finds Irving. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason, where one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion.
Oh, brother, it's another interception. Corey Black has got it.
Yeah, I think the one thing you and I love about this NFL game is almost all of them are one-score games. So to see a blowout like this, it's taken a superhuman effort defensively, and they just added to it.
Escapes out to the left. Stays in bounds and makes the catch. And he's going to get this up close to the 40 before going out.
As soon as he starts to escape, Kate, you can almost see that gunslinger mentality come to life. It takes really perfect defense to hold up and keep him from finding something. He'll get that first down. They couldn't do it right there.
He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on second down. To the air on third and long. Finds his back. It's Robinson. And he's tackled for no gain.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much at training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
And they'll turn it over on downs as that pass comes up empty and off the field they go.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Escapes the pocket. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop it. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play. Back to their own side of the field now, Brock. This is second and long.
Trap 50.
Here's the backup. First throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
I hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play, and you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
Dragon 60.
Third and long for him here. He throws a bullet to the center of the field. Well, they had the look, certainly didn't shy away from it, but couldn't connect. And now they're stuck facing fourth down.
That's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage waiting for it. They were thinking interception for a second, and incompletion is still pretty good, too.
And this one's swatted away by a defender, so they went for it unsuccessfully. And now they turn it over on downs.
Hey, I get it, it's already over, but go down swinging. Unfortunately, that play, like so many of them today, Kate, has been pretty indicative of how this contest has gone.
Finds his fullback. We've hit the 2-minute warning here in Tampa. And he fights his way down to the 35 before the defense can get him out. Golden Eagles looking like they'll start this season with a win. We've set it downs from 37.
Here we go. Mikey, ready?
Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. It's his running back. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
That's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
Here we go. Ready?
They're going to pass it here. He has the touchdown. The Golden Eagles keep running away with this. Now the PAT try coming up. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Golden Eagles continue adding on to that lead. Now after the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition can do. He fields it from the 8. Things going well so far. And a good effort here as he gets it out past the 35-yard line.
37-yard line.
Ready up.
Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10.
Ready, ready.
Airing it out to start this drive. Gets it to him on the screen. And he has this down to the 34. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset.
Got to be a pretty good actor. Got to be pretty good at selling to that defense. That's a drop back pass. When you get a big play on the screen like that, boy, it's choreography by everybody on that offense.
Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
Lockett isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
An 11-yard loss on the play. Brings up
18,
3rd down.
Here he goes. One final shot. Taking a final shot at the end zone. And their final effort is going to hit the ground incomplete. But no reason not to throw it long there. This game is over. So something to be proud of, Brock, as they come away with the win. And this isn't just any 1-0 start for them. They pick up what could